Hey y'all, it's Raven. We are in the kitchen doing a pineapple upside down bundt cake. I've never made a pineapple upside down cake, so we are going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. So anyway, let me go ahead and get our 2 sticks of softened butter in the mixer going. I forgot to take out butter earlier, so I had 2 sticks in my butter dish, so that's what I'm using. And I've got my other 2 sticks out so I can put back in my butter dish later. So anyway, let me get this going. Oh, I need my attachment. Forgive my dogs. I can't do anything around here. It's the mail lady. All right, so we're going to get this turned on. Okay, so I've got our 2 sticks of softened butter in the mixer, and it's fluffing up. And then we are going to turn on the stove to melt a 1/4 cup of butter so we can pour in the bottom of our pan and add some brown sugar to that. All right, so I turned that on low, and that's melting. I'm going to go ahead and spray our pan. Very generously, because if anybody knows, a bundt cake is going to stick. Always. Okay, that's looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and add our sugar. I have 2 cups of granulated sugar, and I'm going to add that. And we're going to let that continue to mix and get all fluffed up. And this recipe does call for 4 large eggs, but I have some chickens that are laying kind of a medium-sized egg, so I'm just going to use 5 eggs instead. But you can use 4 large eggs because that's what the recipe calls for. So this is going to mix for probably about 7 or 8 minutes. While this is mixing and getting all fluffy, I'm going to check on my butter over here that I have melting on the stove. Okay, so that's nice and melted. This is a 1/4 cup of melted butter that we're going to put in the bottom of our bundt pan. Get all that goodness out of there. I don't want to waste any of it. Okay. Then we're supposed to have a 1/2 cup of firmly packed brown sugar. Now, when a recipe says do something, I'm extra, so I always do a little extra. So this is kind of a heaping 1/2 cup. So we're going to add that to our butter. And get that good and mixed in. You want all of your sugar to be wet. You don't want anything that's not been mixed in with that butter. And I don't know about y'all, but we have got some tornado weather going on out there. Like when I went to bed last night, our tornado risk was at like a 3. And when I woke up this morning, it was at a 5. So my windows are open and the wind is blowing pretty good. Okay, so that's good and mixed up. And our butter and sugar is looking real fluffy. It's looking really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get our pineapples layered in the bottom of that. And this is fresh pineapple. I didn't use canned pineapple because I had a fresh pineapple. So we're just going to put those pineapples down in there. I'm going to try my best to get some big rings, but pineapple is real flimsy and it wants to break real easy. So we're just going to do the best we can. And I sliced this pretty thin. I didn't slice it real thick. So if we don't have a whole one in there, it's okay. We're going to eat it anyway. It's not going to make anybody any difference. Y'all, I got to tell you, I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, and I had some seed starts in a seed tray, and I had set it outside because it was so nice. It had been so nice outside. And so I set them outside, and I remembered that I left them outside, and I could hear the wind just howling. And I was like, oh my gosh, my seeds are going to blow away. So I jumped up out of the bed at 4:30, and I ran outside and got my seeds. I'm thankful that they had not blown away. They were still together. Okay, so that's good enough. We're going to put our cherries in there. I'm going to save that because there's a little bit of juice in the bottom of that, and I'm going to add that juice to our cake mix. I should have already ducked these cherries out. Let me see. Let me get these out of here real quick. And just so y'all can see how not perfect this is, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you what your butter and sugar should look like before you start adding your eggs and vanilla. See, not perfect, but I mean, it's going to be fine. And then this is what your butter and sugar should look like. It should be really soft and fluffy like that. Okay, that's real nice looking. So we're going to get these eggs cracked and in there. I'm just going to use this little bowl that I put my cherries in. I know these eggs are good, but with fresh eggs, I really like to just crack them beforehand because I'm going to tell you, there ain't nothing worse than getting your recipe, whatever it may be, going and then adding an egg that's not any good and having to throw it all out and start all over. So always crack your eggs in a bowl first. And I'm doing these one at a time. You don't want to throw them all in there at one time. You want to get them time to get mixed in that sugar and that butter. So that's 4. And then I have one more because my eggs were not large. In all honesty, I could probably add another one, but we're not going to. Alright, set these over here because I'm going to bake these and give these eggshells back to my chickens. Alright, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and I don't measure vanilla. We're just going to guess with it, and I'm probably going to put a little extra because, like I said, I'm extra. Alright, now it calls for a cup of milk. I'm going to do a whole cup, maybe a little less because I have that little bit of pineapple juice that I'm going to add to it, but I'm going to slow this down because we're going to alternate our flour, which is self-rising flour. I didn't have self-rising flour, so this is flour with baking powder and salt in it. So this is 3 cups of sifted self-rising flour. So I'm going to go ahead and Add a little bit of flour. Because you want to start with your flour and then you want to end with your flour. All right, let me grab my milk real quick. This is fresh goat's milk. It is whole. So I had to give it a good shake. So right at a cup, a little less than a cup. And I have some buttermilk, and I started to use buttermilk, but I thought I better just stick with the recipe somewhat. And this little guard on this mixer, y'all, I'm not even kidding. It is a lifesaver because Lord knows if anybody's going to make a mess, it's going to be me. Add a little bit more flour. Rest of our milk. See how that threw up on there? I'm going to go ahead and add in this pineapple juice as well. Probably a tablespoon or two, something like that. Okay. This off, and I'm going to scrape our sides. Because we want to make sure it's all combined. My house, my rules. Let's give it one more mix. All right, let's get this in our pan. All right. Drop it in here real easy because I don't want to knock all my pineapples down. And this is a pretty big cake recipe. So you can make layered cakes or whatever kind of cake you want to make. It's just a yellow cake mix. Give it a little jiggle, make sure it's all down in them cracks and crannies. And then we are going to put this in our preheated 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes. My oven cooks a little faster than most, so I'll probably check it at the 30-minute mark. It is 11:20. Okay. So I'm going to get this stuff cleaned up and get the pineapple put back in the fridge. I don't even think I have any cherries left. There's a few in there. I can put those back in the fridge too. Okay, y'all, it's been about 30 minutes, so I'm going to check my cake. I don't know if it's going to be done or not, but we'll see. Ooh, I can tell you, no, it's absolutely not done. That was a large batch of cake batter, so it's probably going to take an extra 15 minutes or so before that cake gets done. So I will come back and check it again in about 15 minutes. Okay, y'all, so I just checked my cake in the oven, and I got to show y'all what it's doing. It is overflowing. So, needless to say, that is way too much cake batter to put in that bundt pan. Don't do that. Trial by error. Trial by error. Okay, so I'm going to check this cake again. It's been in the oven for almost an hour and 15 minutes. So, okay, I got to show y'all what this cake looks like. I don't know if any of y'all know what I'm talking about, but those jumbo lemon cookies in the green and white bag that you buy from Walmart, that's what the top of this cake looks like. Now, I do have to cut it all off and clean it up because it overflowed in the oven because it was too much cake batter for that bundt pan. But all is well, it is okay. I swear that looks like one of those jumbo lemon cookies from Walmart. Or from anywhere. I don't remember the name brand of them. They're in the green and white bag. I'm going to get all this cut off, and then hopefully by then we'll be able to turn it over on a plate and it come out. We pray. Oh, it's coming off pretty easy. I thought it was going to be a big ordeal, y'all. I hope it's done. The toothpick come out clean. We're going to taste it. It tastes really good. Now let's see if we can get it out this pan. I'm going to take this off the top. Cool. Don't do that either. I really hope this comes out. We'll see. If not, we're going to eat it anyway. If that had some lemon extract in it, I swear it would taste like a cookie, y'all. This crumble stuff. It's good. Okay, here's to hoping. Oh, it's not so bad. It could be prettier. Some of it stuck to the sides there. We're just going to throw this in the middle. Like so. Ooh, it's hot. Definitely not the prettiest cake. I think it could have been pretty on the top at least. Now we're just going to let it cool. And we'll do a taste test after it cools off. I know it's going to taste really good. Definitely not the prettiest thing, but that's okay. Okay, just a quick note. Do not use all of the batter from that cake recipe. It probably only needed about 2/3 of it. I think had it not had to cook so long, I don't know. So I think what happened was when I was mixing my sugar and butter in the bottom of the pan, I scraped the sides with the little spatula, and I think that took some of the cooking spray off of it. So I think that's probably why it's stuck a little bit. Y'all, this smells so good. Like, it really smells good. It looks like it's going to be a really moist cake. So, but do not use all of that cake batter. That cake batter recipe I think makes 3 layers of cake. So we should have only used about 2/3 of it, because quite a bit of it ended up in the bottom of my oven, which was on aluminum foil because I don't cook without aluminum foil in the bottom of my oven. I mean, but other than that, it's okay. We're still going to eat it. It's still going to taste good. And we didn't make it for anybody else. We made it for us. Okay. Okay, so my boys are here and they want to cut this cake. So we're going to cut this cake and we're going to give it a taste. Do you want a big piece or a small piece? Just a small piece. Do you want a cherry out of pineapple? Okay. All right, you go first. It's still real warm, that's why it's kind of sticky. It should have cooled off a little more. What do you think? It's good?
Yeah.
He says it's good. You can eat this a little warm, but it's probably best to let it cool all the way. We're just gonna eat it like it is, so we'll see. I'll buy the pineapple. That's really good. The cake is really, really moist. I knew it would be though. Like, it's really, really good. I need one more bite. I mean, you can have the rest of it, Tristan. Alright.
I eat the cherry first.
Eat it with the candy.
That's good.
I know, it's so good. Okay, it is kid approved for sure. It is a really good cake. It's really moist. It's a really good cake. Mixed recipe. The yellow cake mix itself is a really good recipe. Just remember that it makes a large amount of cake. So, thanks for watching Hallelujah Homestead. Come back and see us next time.